Al-Ihsan Projects was approached by the Exhibition Islam team in regards to jointly working in partnership as well as other organizations in regards to bringing an exhibition like this to Slough. And as soon as we were approached with this opportunity, we grabbed it with both hands. And I would like to say that it's one of the best things that we did. Having a walk around this exhibition, you can see so much history that it can educate crowds from the youngest to the eldest. And there's been so much talk and discussion. It's been absolutely amazing. One of the things that really impressed me about this exhibition was the range of and diverse people who are actually attending the exhibition. We had teachers, families, scouts, police officers, MPs. Whichever direction I looked, I saw things that really reminded me of what a close community we have and how important community cohesion is. On a side note, one of the other enjoyable aspects of this exhibition, moving away from the actual aesthetics of the organization, was the fact that other Muslim organizations came together to support such a noble cause. We had the team of Islamhood, we had Radio Ramadan, and many other organizations, as well as, of course, Al-Ihsan Projects. So it was very eventful, very educational, very factual, and greatly beneficial to all those who attended. I hope everybody benefited. I hope those who are watching this video benefit. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We welcome you. Thank you so much. We have an amazing event here over the period of the weekend from Exhibition Islam. Now, you're probably wondering, who are they? What are they about? And that's exactly what we are here to find out. I have with me Mr. Umar Ansari, who works for Exhibition Islam. What he does exactly, let's find out. So Umar, thank you so much for taking some time out to speak with us. Can you just give us some insights to what it is exactly Exhibition Islam do and what it is that you do on behalf of Exhibition Islam?
Jazakallah khairan, Mohsin. Assalamu alaikum to yourself, to all the viewers. Exhibition Islam is a Slough-based Islamic exhibition developer and provider. Our organization is a charity that's been working over the last decade in trying to reach out to various communities across England as well as Europe, Africa and the Middle East, trying to promote a better understanding of Islam, Muslim faith, heritage, civilization, history and so on. Many people in our communities, they don't have access to museums or galleries. So the Exhibition Islam model allows us the flexibility to deliver that museum experience to local grassroots communities. As we are based in Slough, it's really an honor for us to be here this weekend, hosting Exhibition Islam at the Jamia Central Mosque, which is the central and one of the most oldest mosques in Slough. Our exhibitions have been visited by millions of visitors over the years. We have delivered more than 1,500 events worldwide. And we are one of the very few organizations who have access to all facets of our communities and society. So we work in the corporate sector, we work with local government, churches, mosques, football stadiums, prisons, hospitals. And really what this exhibition model gives us is a tool that empowers our community and empowers the Muslim community to reach out to other faiths and to other communities to engage with us, to share a platform with us, to exchange ideas, to exchange thoughts, and really just to come and learn more about the Islamic faith and Muslim practice.
Yeah. One of the things that is kind of a recurring theme to what you're saying is you're kind of helping to educate people maybe about stereotypes regarding Muslims or misconceptions. How would you say Exhibition Islam contributes to helping people understand more about the religion of Islam and maybe moving away from stereotypes? How would you say Exhibition Islam contributes towards that cause?
Well, what's happened is this, that the exhibition has given us access to every layer of society. So we could be speaking to lawyers and doctors one day, and we could be in a Category A prison the following day.
Okay.
So what the exhibition has actually given us is a tool that gives us access to everyone. It's given us a tool that everyone feels comfortable with.
Yeah.
Due to obviously the current discussions and debates that are taking place around the world today and certain political events, and of course many of the challenges that are being faced by the Muslim community. The exhibition, it really educates the public about true Islam, about the core fundamentals of the faith, about the do's and don'ts. We've learned over the years that many of the stereotypes and misconceptions about Islam exist because of a lack of information, because people are actually misinformed about the faith, as well as certain mistakes that we have made as communities, which are again challenges for us to look into and try and correct. The exhibition is a great tool to educate people. So once they come and they visit us and they meet with us and they engage with us, they actually appreciate what the faith is about. They look at our behavior, they look at our message, they listen to our message very clearly, very articulately, very carefully. And over the years, we've had millions of visitors, and 99.9% of the visitors, they've actually fed back that they found this experience to be very uplifting. They find the approach to be very positive, very meaningful. And what they appreciate the most is that no one is preaching to them, or no one is trying to impose Islam on them. And again, it's a very, as you can see, it's a very warm and friendly environment, very comfortable for everyone.
Yeah, actually, just to interject there, I mean, I was quite taken back to see. So we had police officers there, we had MPs, we have scouts, local scouts, children. So you really have Exhibition Islam. It seems has done a fantastic job of appealing to many. And I think you're right. One of the reasons is just because it's clear you don't have a agenda. It's not something that's trying to pull people in and just trying to push your opinions. I mean, would that be a correct conclusion?
Absolutely. So really, Exhibition Islam is a neutral organization, and we've used that in a sense to gain access to the entire community, Muslim community as well as the non-Muslim community. No single group or entity has a monopoly on Islam. It is, Islam belongs to Muslims.
Although some people like to push otherwise.
Well, that's another discussion for another time. However, as a community, we need to have a voice. And that was our message this morning, that look, if Muslims remain silent, then someone else will speak on our behalf. It is time, and yes, many members of our Muslim community are doing this brilliantly. We need to take ownership of the discourse. We need to take control of the discussion that we are having with wider society. How do we take that discussion? It could be through lectures, it could be through workshops, it could be through seminars, conferences, and so on. One of the ways, which has worked effectively over the years, has been the exhibition format, whereby we are speaking to local priests and other faith organizations and faith groups. And again, they appreciate. I mean, one thing that I think we need to identify and speak about is that Exhibition Islam is quite unique. It's the only such exhibition service in the Muslim community, and no other faith community has an equivalent of Exhibition Islam in their faith community. So what we are actually providing is a very unique service to our community. All our events are free to the public. We are a non-profit making organization. Our ethos and our objective is to empower and uplift our community and to break barriers with other communities. So it's brilliant again today that we have a great crowd today, mashallah. We have great organizations like yourselves partnering us for this event. And we hope that this is a beginning of a series of events that we can host in Slough and Slough and surrounding areas. Incidentally, we've actually hosted an exhibition in Windsor Town Hall, which is right opposite the Windsor Castle. We have provided tours to staff of Buckingham Palace. Once again, not because of us, it's just because the resource is such a great resource. We have permanent exhibitions in Regent's Park Mosque in central London and Good Street Mosque. We are working with other partners who are keen to have permanent features in their masajid as well. At the same time, we are also working on a series of publications. We have already published 4 or 5 leading titles, and these titles have been they're used nationwide, and they've been translated into various languages. And again, once again, that if we can support any organizations to get the word out, to actually project the true message of Islam in a professional and effective way, then we feel that we have the capabilities and the experience to actually do that.
Fantastic. Well, quite clearly we could be speaking for hours because it's such a thought-provoking discourse. However, I do have to put a stop to it because I'm sure you've got plenty of things to do as of I. But thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much, Umar, for giving us your time.
You're most welcome.
And I wish you all the best. Take care.
Thank you.
And I'll see you soon. Well, fantastic. I have Stella with me today. Thank you, Stella, for coming to the exhibition today. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts, first and foremost?
It's very interesting. I knew absolutely nothing, or certainly nothing very much about Islam before I came, and I don't know very much now, but I know a little bit more than I did. So yeah, it's really interesting.
What made you come today?
Well, I'm a teacher in Slough, and lots of the children in my class come from a Muslim background, and I thought it was really important that I understood more about their culture and their celebrations, so that's why I'm here.
Fantastic. So you're going to go back to school and test them, are you, on their religion?
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, but I certainly feel a little bit more enlightened than I did before. It's important that I know these kind of things.
But normally there's like much apprehension coming into, there's one thing coming to like maybe an event in the community, but coming to a mosque, sometimes people get a bit apprehensive about that. Did you feel any such apprehensions? Were you like,
No, I'm really looking forward to it. It's really, really interesting. I've never been inside a mosque before, and I'm enjoying it. Yeah, it's interesting.
So what's your thoughts of a mosque then, first time?
Well, I've only ever been downstairs. I'm waiting to go upstairs now to see where the women go, I think. And it's certainly a beautiful building on the outside. It's beautiful. It's very, very interesting.
Did you like the minarets?
Beautiful. Yeah, really beautiful. Yeah.
Fantastic. That's all. I just wanted to get your thoughts, and I'll let you enjoy the rest of the exhibition.
Thanks very much for having me. It's been really interesting. Thanks very much for putting all this information together. Somebody's obviously worked very hard to do this, so thank you very much for that.
I can't take the credit for that, but nonetheless, fantastic.
Brilliant.
Have a
Thank
good day,
you.
Stella. Thank you
Thanks
so
very
much.
much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back again. This time I have Mr. Latif Khan with us, and he is the trustee and the secretary of the masjid. So welcome. Thank you so much. I understand you're busy for taking a few minutes out. Before we go on and speak about the exhibition itself, can you tell us a bit about what your role actually means as a secretary or a trustee of a masjid?
Well, secretary does everything. We don't have right from the beginning since 1982. We never believed in having chairman because we never wanted to get into politics.
Yeah.
What we meant at the time was to create a atmosphere where people would come and enjoy, and there's no politics involved, and there aren't people who are, crossing over each other. So secretary does everything, and with the consultation of the others.
Fantastic. Well, okay, that was short, concise, but definitely answered my question. Now, we have an exhibition today in this masjid. Now, I'm assuming this masjid couldn't have, this exhibition couldn't have gone ahead with your thumbs up. So why did you feel such an exhibition would be important for the masjid? And, what made you want to hold this exhibition?
Well, from some time now, there are a few organizations, Muslim organizations, we have been working together. Although we have been working for religion for a very long time, we thought that socially we need to get into this community and where are the gaps. We have started feeding the homeless people. Then we went around to feed the senior citizens, and this is this exhibition today. We have been thinking for some time, and it took us only 2-3 weeks to organize all this. The whole idea was not only to bring Muslim in, but bring other religions in, and people from different walks of life to come and see who we are. The myth outside is that every Muslim is considered to be either terrorist or fundamentalist. The fundamentalist term is gone now because most people know that what it means. Fundamentalism is that if you believe in something, you do that. That's fundamentalism. But now they have changed into terrorism. We want people to come in and see who we are. We are not hiding anything. We are believing in exactly the same religion everyone else believes. That is submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Fantastic. So I think one of the points to take from that, and what you meant was transparency. You think that Muslims should be transparent, the masjid should be transparent. You have nothing to hide, so you don't mind who walks through that door because there's nothing but love and community cohesion. That's what you're attempting. So That's fantastic. And a few of the terms that you mentioned moves me on to my next question. As a masjid, as Exhibition Islam, do you feel that you're working towards tackling such things as radicalization and extremism? What are your thoughts about this?
Not only in a mosque, we are part of school as well. And we were the first, I'm part of Ikra school, and we were the first school, not even the authority, to organize a conference to how to tackle these things.
Yeah.
You know, we are open and transparent. So when we established ourselves in 1982, the first thing we did was we invited everyone that come on, let's see, come and see us, who we are. We have nothing to hide. And even now we have got very good relations with all of the organizations, locally and nationally as well. We have visits from police, we have visits from various schools and very high standard schools. They love to visit this mosque. And we also have visits from army personnel. That doesn't mean that we believe in everything what they do. No, we let them come in, and if we have to criticize them, we criticize them. We tell them what do we feel about them.
Well, I have to say it's very reassuring that knowing that one of the main mosque and the biggest mosque in Slough are playing such a big part in tackling misconceptions and being transparent, because you actually don't get this in every other, not in every community. So well done to you, and thank you for allowing this to happen. And that will pretty much be it, because I don't want to take too much of your time. Thank you so much, Mr. Latif Khan, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Take care. Inshallah. Okay, Assalamu alaikum. So I've been pulling people left, right and centre in order to be having interviews with them. Now I've actually pulled out a scout family. I don't know if they're a family, if you're just part of a scouting organisation. So let's find out. I believe I'm joined by Baja. Yeah. Baja, what is your role in Scouts? What is Scouts? What is your Scouts? Tell us about Scouts, please.
I'm part of 10th Slough.
Maybe I'll stand here actually. Yeah.
10th Slough Scouts. So we're one of the 2 Muslim scout groups in Slough.
Amazing.
I'm the group scout leader for the group, and I'm joined by a couple of my colleagues who are leaders in the team, and one of our young cubs. So so you've got a fair representation of the scouting community in Slough.
Well, I think it's fantastic that you've all come out collectively to embrace this exhibition. Can you tell us what kind of activities do you do in the Scouts, in the 10th Slough Scouts, was it?
As Scouts tend to focus on outside activities. So one of our activities that the children like the most is going on camp.
Yeah.
But in addition to that, we do other things like, for instance, sponsored walks, raising money for charities as well as ourselves, and basically having a good time and making sure the kids have a good time as well.
Fantastic. Well, talking about having a good time, one of the things I really enjoyed about today is this whole community feeling and different kind of people, different pockets of people in the community coming together, which is absolutely fantastic. So, Sarah, I believe you are a cub. Can you tell me, what do you think about Scouts before anything else?
I think it's very fun, most of all. You can do lots of different activities, you can go on camps, and it's one of the best experiences.
Wow, really, really well articulated answer. And what about today, Sarah? What's your views? What do you think about this exhibition that you've come to today with your family?
This exhibition is very factual. And I've learnt that the Quran changed the presentation over centuries.
Oh, you mean the presentation of the book?
Yes.
Fantastic. Are you having fun today?
Yes.
Are you glad you came?
Yes.
Fantastic. And who do we have here, Sarah?
My mum could.
And she also a scout leader as well?
Yes.
Fantastic. Scouts is in the blood, it seems. Assalamu alaikum. And you are?
I'm Shanti. Walaikum assalam.
And what is your feelings about this exhibition today? Are you having fun?
I am, thank you very much. It's very factual, like Sarah said. It's inspiring, and it's got some amazing pieces in here.
Now, I've seen a lot of people bring their children and families here. Can I ask you, what makes this exhibition something that you felt is appealing for the entire family?
The way that it's presented, the way that you've got different artifacts here, the interesting way, the fact that you've got so many volunteers who are happy to speak to the children,
Yeah.
and just all the different parts of Islam that you've got on show.
Thank you so much. It's clearly that I've got you on your toes, so I'll just swiftly move on. Assalamu alaikum. How are you? And your name is? And you are part of Scouts too?
I am, yes.
And what is your feeling? What are you making of today, of everything that you're seeing?
Alhamdulillah, I think it's a wonderful experience for families as well. Simply because normally you have to go so far to see these pieces of information, and now it's come to us, so then why not make the most of it as a community and as a family?
Fantastic. One of the things I'd just like to finish on this point is I've just been hearing people speaking that actually Exhibition Islam is inviting schools, primary schools, to come and enjoy the exhibition. Do you think, Sarah, actually, that people from your school will come and can benefit from Exhibition Islam?
They will be able to benefit from this place.
Thank you so much. That was a very sweet and short and concise answer. Right, thank you so much. I won't take any more of your time. Thank you for giving me a few minutes, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of the day. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Right, fantastic. Mohsin here again, and I've just grabbed another member of the public just to ask them a few questions about how they are taking in the exhibition thus far. So, what is your name before anything?
My name is Shahab.
Hello Shahab, and welcome to the Exhibition Islam. What is your first impressions before anything?
My first impressions were, mashallah, wow. So much time gone into it, and there's a lot of different exhibition stands. There's history about Islam, the old Qur'ans, the artistic part, and the calligraphy. And my kids have enjoyed it as well. You walk in and you feel like you're in an Islamic environment, alhamdulillah.
Yeah? And what do you mean by that? Define an Islamic environment. What do you mean by that?
The art, the artistics, and also the calligraphy section, I'm very impressed with that.
Yeah.
There's a stall-up reception, giving out free Qur'ans to take away, just to increase your knowledge on Islam. And keep that obviously as part of your bookshelf, extend your library of books at home as well. And then the children are seeing the history, like Quran from Turkey, Morocco, Spain. A lot of them don't know about that.
Yeah.
Even as adults don't know enough about the Muslim Spain and the Turkey Spain, the Ottomans. And we've seen the Injil on display, the Bible on display, the Torah on display, the books that will come before the Quran are also here. So it's not just about Islam, it's about other religions as well.
Yeah.
So that's what I found. Even though it's titled Islamic exhibition, but the history before Islam is non-Islamic.
Yeah, there's a strong interfaith feeling, if you would. What impact would you say this kind of exhibition has for a community? Do you think it has an impact for a community?
It's cohesion, bringing them all together. For normal, we've read Zohar Namaz, normally you just go home and carry on with your normal daily duties on the weekend. But people have stuck around. There's a cake stall downstairs. There's free food being given downstairs. People hang around, and it's good to see a lot of youngsters here and a lot of adults and people of old age.
Yeah.
So even they are basically renewing their faith in a way by hanging around.
Yeah.
So that's what I think is the main thing for community is cohesion and bring them together. Because normally, like I said, after namaz, you're off, you go home. The hanging around in the masjid for a bit longer after your Zohar Salah is important. I think the same will happen probably after Asr. And those that get that Maghrib in, they'll have that half-hour slot after Maghrib as well to catch it, inshallah. If not, back in tomorrow.
Fantastic. Well, I know I took you away from your children very briefly, so I'm going to let you go back. But thank you so much for giving us a few minutes. And I hope all the best. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you at our next event, inshallah. Jazakallahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.